Alrighty, let me get this volume fixed up there. There we go here, and welcome to round 2 here for play-ins here. Galatasaray versus Beyond Gaming. Galatasaray showing themselves up pretty well here at this tournament so far, and this is where BYG and GS start their fight to make their way to the main stage here. Joining me on the cast is Wuuren. Wuuren, how are we doing?
I'm good. Doing great.
Awesome stuff. So, let's jump on into this draft band phase. Here we have Kiana, Lee Sin, Tryndamere, Dravid, and Aphelios band so far.
Is the lead band?
The Talia band could come through. Talia's only really been threatening out of Willer. Willer's been the only one I think playing it so far on play-ins. See, what I want to start seeing, because we're only this deep into the tournament, but I am already fed up with Amumu support. He's just too squishy for my take. Like, he goes in or gets caught, and he just blows up instantly. There's just not enough value, I think, in his kit to really permit him to be as high a priority as he is. I just keep seeing Leona just be better than him in laning phase and later on in the game.
I think it's a bait, honestly. And I think teams are starting to realize that Leona's the priority.
Yeah. I think I saw that in an earlier game here. Jump back in here. Crazy going to confirm the Lucian for Alive, more than likely. And then Liang and Husha. Lilia and Irelia. And Irelia usually getting banned out here. So this could be the first time we're going to see Irelia in what feels like a day or so. Probably not since day one. And Mojito hovering over his Talon. So Talon and Zed actually kind of disappeared going into day 2 of play-ins here. And Mojito actually had one of the best Talon performances in the whole tournament, just flanking all over. This is the guy that can somehow just teleport or find a mole hole and make himself just be behind you.
Ninja.
Yeah. So I really think this is actually going to be a lot of fun here for Galatasaray. Mojito, a menace in the back line. I gotta see if Beyond Game is going to be able to control him. Now, final pick coming out here. And this is actually an interesting adjustment in the draft phase. Normally, what we've been seeing from most teams in play-ins is that they secure their jungler and their bot lane.
Right.
For this, right now, it's jungler, mid lane, or top lane, and ADC for Galatasaray. It looks like Beyond Game is going to confirm their support in that Leona we were talking about, but also the top lane, mid lane pick of the Irelia and the jungler pick. So going a little out of order, not exactly mirroring each other, so the secondary bans can be more focused. But I really think they're giving a lot of priority over to Doggo on the side of Beyond Gaming. We saw his performance on that Ezreal, although it was a loss, he was putting out incredible damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage. We see a Nami ban, and that makes sense because Nami Lucian. So there could potentially be a Braum ban coming up, most likely. I would say makes sense. Pairs well with the Lucian. But it seems like they're prioritizing top lane for crazy.
I like this Alistar ban. I've been thinking Alistar is even a better support option than the Amumu. The engage and stick range, or the re-engage for the bandage toss, maybe further, and have, more options when both procs are up. But the Alistar to me just felt like a better version of Amumu, even if especially if the Leona couldn't be captured or couldn't be picked out. And I do like the picks there for the Misfortune and the Ezreal. Doggo hovering the Vayne. Not sure if that'd be a good idea for you, buddy. And he's going to go for the Kai'Sa. So this is going to be the second or third Kai'Sa that we've seen here in the tournament so far. Deft being the first Kai'Sa, I believe we saw going back to, I want to say day 1 of play-ins. And this is going to provide that Braum that you were mentioning earlier to be picked up, which is a relative counter to Leona in lane. Leona may be able to go through Braum to get to the ADC, but Braum's going to prevent any follow-up damage following the Leona. So I do like that pick there. It pairs very well with the Lucian, with his double ups or whatnot.
It's a decent engage slash disengage. So, and looking at their picks, they're relatively melee. Kai'Sa's not the longest range, and but her R she goes back in. So the round's gonna have a lot of effect here, and I like how they rounded out with Kennen.
Mm-hmm. Giving them a good team fight option. Mojito, Balulu maybe looking for flanks, but Alive, Crazy, and Zergsting. Like there's a lot of options of who can be a big flanker here to really upset like a standard team fight. And now Moan thinking about the Yone. We've seen mixed results out of the Yone so far, and he's going to bring it in here. So a lot of spicy picks, exactly what we're kind of looking for in the beginning of a best of 5 here. First game, get the experimental picks on the floor here. Let's see if we can actually make someone scared of this Talon, of this Yone, of Lilia. So this first game should be fun.
I think there's more synergy though for Beyond because they got Yone diving, Aurelia, Kaisa, and then a nice setup from Lilia. I like the setup where the they have some poke, but they're relatively short range outside of the Zoe. So I just feel like the Zoe was a weird pick. I would have loved to see like a Azir or some more range, but maybe there's a scaling option. I don't know. I mean, Zoe skills too, so I'm favoring Beyond's draft a bit more. I think the Zoe kind of did that range really hurts them.
Yeah, there's a lot of actually just follow up engage, and there's the ability to sort of make plays out of most everyone on the side of Beyond Gaming, except for say, Doggo and Kaisa. He doesn't really have any CC, but his ability to follow up on any of the CC coming out from the rest of his team, the dueling blades from Irelia, the ultimate coming out from Yone, the sleeps from Lilia, and then just Leona, her just bag of CC. There's a lot of ability. If they get a solar flare onto anyone, if Yone gets a catch onto anyone, there's just so much CC following up that whoever the target is that's first picked isn't going to have a chance. They're going to get blown up here. So the skirmish potential on Beyond Gaming, I definitely agree with you, is way higher.
Now the pathing is what's going to be important. Well, I mean, as long as Lilia doesn't have Talon invade, and Mojito's spicing it up. He went Ignite and Smite. No Flash. That's a very spicy summers.
I guess Mojito here to win, not here to play shy or play scared, and we have seen that out of Galatasaray. They were the only ones sort of back in day one to be looking for level 2, level 3 ganks here. Maybe that was some mismanagement of the wave, but that is exactly what you want to be seeing, is no holds barred, trying to go in, trying to make your dent, trying to make it happen. And so let's look at how this game is going to be starting. It looks like both junglers are going to be starting on their bottom side of the map camps. Red for Talon, blue for Lilia, and Lilia probably going to get some help with this, start to really up the pacing. So we're going to be needing to look around the 3-minute mark for Usha to be elsewhere in the map and maybe be looking to be outpacing Galatasaray's expectations.
Yeah, and with the way they're... So, I would assume that they realized that Heal started bot even though it was leashless. Maybe they want to give the prio because Lucian, you definitely want the Lucian snowball, so I can understand the leashless. But we'll see if that plays a factor. Lilia wants to definitely full clear, get to that level 6 ASAP, but maybe we got like a level 3 shenanigans, so.
And definitely that's actually where both of these junglers are actually very hard farming junglers. They want to get to their level 6. They want to get some golden levels into their kit, into their item slot, so they can actually really put out some damage, because they can do some pretty good carry performances on the in and out. Interesting. So Husha procking his chickens, but not trying to actually finish that camp off there. So very interesting there. Maybe just trying to get some heals offs from all the damage. And by certain metrics, he's actually outpacing Mojito, just in terms of position of the map. He's been able to get his second buff. Mojito doing a full clear. He went down to his Krugs, has gone back up, gotten his chickens, now on his wolves, and probably trying to also go between the wolves and the blue buff right now. Up going to the Grom. So this would have been the level 2, level 3 gank here right now. The cannon wave hitting, but Crazy's just gonna crash this in. And both junglers just doing full clears. Yeah, Husher skips his chicken, so now sitting more mid, sitting more controlled. But Mojito going to skip his blue buff to just be able to secure this crab here.
But we got the push by Bolo Lulu and Crazy at the top, so hopefully, well, it looks like Mojito's gonna probably get double scuttle here, which is really gonna put Husha behind.
No, this could be very good here for Galatasaray. Gonna ward this up here. Prio still in the bot lane here. And Mojito, Smite not available yet, but I don't think there's going to be much of a contest for this. Hush is still on his way, but this should be his crab to take. And so yeah, Prio winning lanes early on does provide you a lot of options. And I don't think Hush is going to be able to find much of anything here. They have seen him. So Zergstick alive, aware of the threat. And this is going to time out perfectly well here. Oh, Crazy. Gotta be able to get some good damage on too. Oh, and the sun's going to come out here. One more auto. Oh, it's so close. Down to 30 health, it looked like. So that was very good. Very good performance here out of Crazy. He's going to back as well, but he's going to be able to save his teleport here. So matching the movements from Liang. And
yeah, we're still getting that aggression.
Yeah, Galatasaray not playing shy here. Alright, so both of them are going to use the teleport, so not really taking much advantage there. Going to pick up the blasting wand, so going to be able to really get hurt with the put the hurt on Liang here. And going to be able to catch that wave. So, alright, Drake's up. One thing I wanted to think about here is that it's been very rare that we see dragons taken before 10 minutes. It shows... It's usually, I think, a sign of both teams wanting to scale up and not being in too much of a rush for the game, trying to like hit their threat and pyro spikes around 30 minutes or later. And so it's going to be very curious. Do you think there's actually going to be any need for them to take the dragon super early in this game? It is an Infernal Drake, so we're not going to have any explosions for Soul Pick.
Well, I'm going to say on a scaling aspect, I mean, they have Zoe, but I favor the scaling off of. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. For Beyond Gaming, with the Yone scales up, he's gonna be a side lane problem. He had 2 side lane problems with Aurelia and Yone, so that's a little bit. But you know, sometimes some teams like say, hey, you know, screw 2 Drakes. We'll just contest the second one, but you know, you need to get Rift Herald. It needs to be a trade, so we have to see how they exchange during each objective that's on the map. That's going to decide what they want to really prioritize.
Yeah. All right, so second major wave built up here. Crazy with his range advantage, going to be able to just have more control of the wave than Liang here. Husha shadowing for this. Mojito's going to make the jump over. There comes the ultimate, but the teleport's going to come out here. And I think Liang's still going to die here. Burned down here. First blood over to Mojito. Oh, and the sleep's going to connect here. And they're going to get the slam down. Mojito goes down as well. So 1-for-1 trade here. Husha going to have to flash away from the sleepy trouble bubble. So good counterplay there out of Beyond Gaming. First blood advantage over to Galatasaray. But this is going to be... Yep. So this is going to be CS denied for Liang. So not too good here. Gonna put this Aurelia a little bit more behind. Already 20 CS down to her lane counterpart. The kill went over to Mojito, which I think is actually a really good place for this, for the kill to go on to. And this is just too fast here. The jump in, he's going to be able to actually just get the burn down. And could not dodge the swirl seed, unfortunately. And the follow-up from Moan with the Soul Unleashed with the last breath. Just explodes them. So, right now, Summoner Spell advantage being talked about. It's going to be over sort of in Galatasaray's advantage. Oh, both going to be good out here. The bleed is going to come out here. So, man, it's going to have to leave this lane, I think.
Yeah, I like that the teams are just keeping at it, like, answer it back, because typically, like, a TP... Remember, now Moan doesn't have that TP play, so we could see a potential dive bot, but Crazy use his TP, some probably not, but that TP might come in handy, depending upon the first objective. Infernal's up, so let's see what drakes we get, because
Well, we're
you know
reaching.
people fight over those.
Yeah, we're reaching 8 minutes now. The Herald's been up and the Dragon's been up for a while here, but both teams only really interested in the dive top lane. The Galatasaray were able to pull off to mixed results, I would say. So, what will be the next major prio for them? Because they're only, yeah, this is gonna be the first turret plate actually acquired, I believe, in this game here. Yeah, everything else is pretty even across the board here. Maybe like 300 bots out here on a live, but that's just nothing too much yet. Maybe like a small item component. So, alright, yeah. Balulu on the spellbook, so no teleport on him right now, just the exhaust. It's going to be able to catch the cannon wave on this. And now... Oh, Mojito looking for it right now here. Husha, he's nearby here, but I don't think they're going to be able to actually get it. Oh, Floss Duet's going to actually not catch anyone here, and the kill's going to go over 2 kills for Mojito. Good start here for Mojito. He's getting these ganks off. He's really trying to put this Aurelia behind and prevent this split push win condition. Gotta appreciate it. This is fantastic focus. And now here comes the more global objectives being attacked here. Balulu gonna be going in on Soul Unbound from on, but gonna be able to trade back pretty effectively. And Husha.
I'm just surprised that I'm sure they've seen Mojito play this talent, and he got banned a lot. I'm just surprised that he didn't even allow it to get through, which is really either disrespect or oh, Swarovski.
Swarosi's going to connect. Yep, ult comes out there. So they're going to be able to get the shutdown gold onto Mojito. That's a good extra 150 gold, 450 gold put onto, I believe, the Lilia. Yep, Lilia's been able to get the 2 kills so far for Beyond Gaming. But I believe, did he pick up the eye? I don't think the eye was picked up.
Beyond got the eye.
They got the eye. They got. Oh my gosh, that is a major backlash here. Apparently, Husha able to secure the Herald and pick up the eye. That is very tragic for how well this early game was going for Galatasaray. Mojito gonna be able to pick up the Gold Drinker at 10 minutes here. So out racing everyone to their mythic item. Good stuff out of him there. But now he's got to come down here. Got to try to actually get this Infernal Drake just to actually have an even trade for those objectives. Yep. Alright, yeah, so Mojito going to be able to actually trade out, get this dragon secured, but until... Yeah, go ahead.
No, we're looking at a late game Drakes, because this is at almost 11 minutes, so probably it's 25 minutes for Soul and later on, so I don't know, this is favoring more of Beyond Gaming because they want to actually scale up into the game.
We've seen it with Perks, late game Yone, a very scary figure. A lot of damage can be thrown out of him in a short amount of time. Aurelia scales up very well as well. Gonna be pretty thick, provides something of a front line for Beyond Gaming. Leona, super tanky. One of the other reasons that I really enjoy Leona is that it's where the tank presence can come out. While a lot of characters, a lot of the meta right now in Worlds is damage out of your jungle, damage out of your top lane, which means if you want to have any sort of beefy presence, it's going to come out of the support role. So, oh my gosh, and Liang completely outplayed there. I think he got a panic, he got minion blocked. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty, so that actually worked out there for Crazy to be able to actually get some damage here. If they can actually get some, if this wave doesn't get cleared out here too quickly by Husha. Oh, I think they want this. Oh, Stun's connecting, and there he goes, and he's going, oh, he's going to go golden here.
Nice stopwatch.
Nice stopwatch, not going to be able to get it. Flashes away here. The burn and the bleed not going to stick around long enough. Liang has arrived to save his jungler, but Galatasaray not playing shy with this. I think they're the best talent players. They're the best users of talent so far in this turret. Like, no cap, no competition there. And that is surprising considering we have very aggressive junglers in play-ins here, such as Blabber.
Yeah,
So,
Flabber and Willer and
mm-hmm.
been really pretty aggressive. Oh, okay, we have
Engage
Kino
coming out
going
here.
in.
Clen's gonna come out here from Alive, and Solifer's
Oh,
gonna come down here
Sulfa.
as well. Oh, Kino gonna be caught out here. He's gonna have to flash away here. The Colling's gonna actually zone them off here. Exhaust coming out as well, but I think he's still gonna get finished off here. And the Unbreakable gonna block Doggo from being able to get much else done. Flash out from Zergstick. Again, his killer instinct to close the
Doggo!
gap. Doggo is going to bridge the gap here. Husha. Oh boy, the sleep is available here. He's gonna put it down here. A lot of damage coming out, but Husha going to be able to secure Doggo. Not gonna step forward with this. And the kill lead now going over to Beyond Gaming here. This series of fights and just Galatasaray getting a little too confident in their ability to take these fights. Mm.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a little bit of over aggression, but you know, this guy's already is at has her Kraken and 101.
Mm-hmm.
Usha is 300. This Lilia's gonna be a little, might be trouble.
This literally is going to be a proper AP carry here before long here. And Liang getting his revenge or crazy, not connecting the Q. And going to be able to get the stun away. Uses the Rocket Pelt to get the distance here. Balulu going to put this bubble up, but it's going to miss. And then the last breath is going to miss. It's going to also dodge, but Crazy's still going to go down there.
Okay, TP from Mon.
Yep, try to keep that pry out in the mid lane. Not going to miss any CS and not going to allow priority to go over to Galatasaray. Not too many objectives available at this time. Baron gonna be 5 minutes. Believe we still need to get the second Herald captured. And Dragon will be up in a minute, so could be seeing something there. Teleport's not on the top laners.
Look at the transition though. Mojito, Bolu, they're all hitting. They're looking like they're trying to do another dive onto the Yang again.
Oh, Duet's going to connect there, and that's going to be this World Seed connecting as well here. Slicing Maelstrom going to come out defensively here. This is going to stuff the any attempt here for the dive here from Galatasaray. So good play there. Liang all by himself really. Maybe a little help from Husha preventing Galatasaray from making a play there. And that's going to waste some time and really limit what they can do. Rift Herald, Rift Scuttle going to be captured. Oh, but Kino and Doggo going in here. They want this, but Doggo's going to get melted down a little bit. And Unleashed here, alive, is not anymore here. Zergstick going to be finished off here. The roam from Moan. And now Beyond Gaming really just jumping into the fight all their own, using the Blast Cone. And they are also ready to fight. They are ready to play this game of League of Legends here. Balulu dodging this Royal Seed here, but that's going to be first turret gold going over to Beyond Gaming. And any of the momentum that we saw at a Galatasaray earlier with getting these kills onto Mojito, with those dives top lane, it's kind of really being neutralized now.
Yeah, we have a 4K gold lead at 16 minutes.
And that is not going to bode well for the rest of this game here. You were highlighting it earlier. The advantage for late game really looks like it's going to be in the favor of Beyond Gaming. So Galatasaray getting behind at this point in the game, not being able to keep building that snowball, is going to really hurt their chances of winning this game, this first game of this best of 5 entirely. And Doggo, yeah.
I was gonna say I thought Crazy would have been a point of contention because he was ahead, but now it's just gone sideways.
Yeah, the focus in those little 2v2s really in Beyond Gaming's favor. They knew who they were aiming for the moment they got over. The stun lockups onto Alive did not allow him to get much damage out here. Only really got Doggo in half, and at that point, Alive was dead. So, and here we go here. Securing that bonus gold that was put into these tier 2s in the last major patch before Worlds that really actually adjusted a lot of how the game was played near the end of Summer Split. And Beyond Gaming going to probably secure themselves a pretty significant gold lead here. It's going to be a good 4,000 gold lead still in their favor, but now the map control really, on this top side of the map, really in their favor. The mid lane turret put out, the two tier 1 and tier 2 taken out in the top side of the map is really going to put Galatasaray in a pickle of needing to defend their blue side jungle. And now we begin the 1-3-1, I believe, here.
Yeah, and who's gonna contest the 1-0-3 Yon, who has a shield breaker and is online because he's gonna be. I think he's building an Infinity Edge. We got Lilia that's like a level 11. And so if I'm Beyond Gaming, I don't want a team fight or go on a side lane because it does look pretty for them.
Yeah, like all that's going to happen is that the Balulu is going to match Yone bot here, but all he's really going to be doing is trying to actually just clear waves here. The all-in potential. Oh, gold during an entire game. So that is actually insane there. Near 2k lead for the jungle and mid lane now. Top lane is finally actually evened out and slightly in the favor of Liang, probably just depending on wave states. So a lot of that gold is going on to the frankly the three of the carries out of the 4 carries really on Beyond Gaming.
Right.
So this is looking very good for them, and yeah, it's not gonna be too many options here for Balulu and Galatasaray. Trying to get the poke out here, trying to get this mid turret down here.
Brute force it down, which I don't think they can work with the comp they have.
It's not going to work here. They're not going to be able to get much out of it here, and that's going to give this Irelia and this Yone free time to put out damage onto, or at least put pressure topside. Irelia not going to overcommit here, but Yone's going to be able to get this 4th turret for Beyond Gaming for free here.
6K gold lead.
So that move there to try to 5-man strong arm that mid lane turret is just not going to really net them much of anything here. And all that farm's going to be lost too as well. So 5k gold lead, that might have been a 1k gold cost and loss for Galatasaray there. Trying to actually get something done here, but they're running out of options here. They need to look for some side lane plays, I believe, here. Mojito, still strong here. Still, I believe, able with his build and where we're at in the game and where we're at in the curve of the game to blow up either of these solo laners, the Irelia or the Yone. The Yone, not too strong here, has a decent like 30 CS lead over his lane counterpart, but the Irelia is still 0-3 and 2 down, 10 CS behind his counterpart, only level 12, so still staying pretty even with the junglers and his counterpart top laner. So
Bolulu's rocking the good stat line 0-0-0. So he needs to, I don't know, he needs to step up and just make a play because you're gonna. This is not gonna get easier. Like, who's your engage? Like, you get a flank by Kennen, you get a flank by a Talon, and they've been pretty good with Beyond Gaming on the flanks and covering it with your Braum. So the longer this game goes, the more I worry. I'm really worrying. Like, they got the dragon stacking going for them, but in the next minute, Ocean. So an Ocean Drake on the side of Beyond Gaming is even more scary.
Yeah, they actually are going to have enough of a health to actually care about it, and that's about as much of easy engages they're going to get. The stand behind me into the queue from the Braum here, and now the teleport coming in here. Oh, they want this. Beyond Gaming are ready to go here. The teleports are coming in here. Teleport finally coming in from Crazy. He's trying to actually get the right engage here. The exhaust is going to prevent the damage from coming out here. Oh, but oh boy, Crazy's gonna have to run for it. The shutdown onto the Yone here, and the fight's actually going in this favor of Galatasaray here. It's gonna be 4 dead at the side of Beyond Gaming here. The teleport in from Crazy, actually low-key perfect. And Doggo, oh boy, Galatasaray, I don't think you want to overextend there onto Doggo. He will put you in the dirt here. This man is not to be trifled with. And now Galatasaray, even this up here, keep the gold within 3k. The Ocean Drake is available, and it looks like Galatasaray keeping themselves alive in this game here, only losing their top laner, but Crazy had already done his job here. That teleport in, stunned up 3, and fantastic fight there. Fantastic counterplay there out of Galatasaray. Let's rewatch this. So Kino looking for it, trying to actually get the stun there onto Balulu. It's going to get dodged out here. And the Unbreakable really going to stop anything from coming through. Kino goes golden here, but that's just in time for Crazy to come through. And he's going to get stunned onto Moan. And Lily's going to get blown up by that as well there. And now Baron being baited out here. The sleep's going to be cleansed out by Moan, I believe. Oh, out of Doggo. So that's cleansed out of Doggo. Good value there. But Beyond Gaming still holding control of this. So, yeah. Yep. So if Crazy's gonna be the main win point here actually for Galatasaray, and if there's not that exhaust available on the Leona, he's going to be able to actually blow up anyone he wants in terms of these squishies, especially the Lilia, especially Doggo. Yone and Liang may actually be thick enough for it. The Merc treads there onto Liang, onto his Irelia. And that's 3 Drakes there for Galatasaray. They're on soul point. They could still actually get themselves a major buff in this game, a major stat advantage. And that Sleep's going to come out here. Flawless Duet's going to come out here, but the Blade Surge is going to come through here on Flawless. Oh boy. And he's going to go back in here. Liang turns it. And the finish off there from Bolulu. Really appreciate the flash commit there to try to at least get the trade out there. That is not what you want here. And Beyond Gaming are going to get full prior here into the mid lane. Alive, not able to hold this off here.
And we see what overcommitting does. Like, yeah, they get the kill, but that was a lot expended. A flash, a 1-for-1. Yeah, you don't want that like that.
Nope, and this now puts the Baron on the table here. 10 seconds till he's live here, and now alive. Getting a little too far forward here. Glacial Fisher going to go across the lane. Moan going to fall short with his last breath, but Soul Unbound's going to bring him back. And now alive here, in some danger. Going to try to lifesteal off these waves, but he's going to have to back off.
But that's a key flash on the Lucian, because now he can't. Like, I'll take a Kaisa ult and a Yon ult for your flash. So,
oh yeah.
Let's see how the next team fight's gonna be important, because we still got Flash down on Bolulu. Flash is down, almost getting back up for Crazy. The only one that has a Flash up is Xerxes.
So here comes the catch onto it. The Sleepy Trouble Bubble connects, which is fantastic. That's the go button for it. Slight delay there, and then he's able to actually maybe get a little bit of damage delay with his W there, and then just turns in. Gosh, Liang really able to get the flash out just to get the last auto there from Bolulu. It's going to secure that. But yeah, just Gore Drinker, maybe half hysterics at the time of that play here. And as we know, Liang online here and maybe going for, I would think the Blade of the Ruin King would be next. Normally that's the 1-item major power spike for Irelia.
Yeah, and the scary part is that he killed him. That was a 2v1, and he's 2-5-2.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's even more scary.
Yeah. He's 2-5-2. This really is not going to ever be really behind in this game in terms of just how that champion works. He's been able to keep his CS actually pretty close to his lane counterpart. So he's going to be a threat. This is not going to be just some wicker basket little champion here. Irelia is going to be a threat. He's going to be able to get onto Zoe, Crazy, Alive. Like, he is not going to be scared of 1v1ing probably anyone on the side of Galatasaray. And I think that's where your fears are being very realized here for Galatasaray, because the agency and the initial prio onto these waves is still on to Beyond Gaming. The game is still in Beyond Gaming's control. They have more or less blacked out this side of the map here. Liang going to finish it up, and it's just going to be that Scuttle Crab vision to inform Galatasaray if Beyond Gaming are starting this Baron. Good war there from Xerxes. Is going to catch them in the brush. So, spotting the trap. Doggo gonna get some damage there on Mojito, just going for it, but that may not have cost everything. Swirl Seed's going to miss here, but Crazy Mojito. Oh, trying to get the catch. Here comes the big contention. Yep, here comes this is the Ocean Soul here for Galatasaray here. They want this, and they're being kind of caught between trying to spot it, trying to get it.
They're doing a good job of trying to figure out where Mojito's going to come from.
Oh, that's going to be a good bit of poke there onto Husha. The jungler is more or less out here. The Sleep's also going to get caught onto Irelia. Not much able to come through. The Rake coming in and out. Husha trying to get healed up here. He's going to use a smite for it. The second one's going to be up here in 10 seconds here. Moan on the flank here. So Galatasaray have to worry about their flanks here. Mojito trying not to actually get himself pinned down too much here. They cannot get the turn onto Moan. Very good. Oh, these paddle stars out here. And it's going to be secured here by Mojito. The teleport coming in here. Irelia's on the backside here. And that is going to be a huge Blade's Vengeance. And Liang here going to jump on. He's going to take out 2 here. Oh, Alive going to be able to get the counter kill out of this. But the rest of Galatasaray still need to run here. Relentless Pursuit here to get him some space here. But Husha is getting that speed up. He's going to be able to hit Bolulu. The Sleep's already been used here. And and the connection from Kino, and they're gonna be able to jump into a Doggo. Flawless or Relentless Pursuit's gonna come through, and now, and this is gonna be danger here. 3 down here, and they still have their ADC available. This is gonna be Baron here for Beyond Gaming here, alive, and Zerg's still available. They need to stop this. They need to try to actually neutralize it. But Liang here, half health don't mean nothing for this Irelia here. It's gonna be down to 2,000 health here. Smite not even available. Actually, it's gonna get the kill back onto Husha. And Zergstig, not much he can do here. Husha still alive here, and that's going to be a secured Baron for Beyond Gaming here. Soul for Galatasaray is their consolation prize, and that is a good consolation prize. If they can hold out here, if they can stuff the Baron power play here from Beyond Gaming, they can win this. And here's going to be the catch here. The stun up onto Husha is going to actually provide Mojito the opportunity to come in there and steal that, but Liang able to get in here and blow up crazy is going to just put the rest of this fight in their advantage. Alive, able to get the counter kill, get the kill onto Moan. But this Swirl Seed just slows down Balulu enough for Kino to get the Zenith Blade and allow Doggo and company to surround him and blow him up.
Yeah, I like how they did the Baron dance with the damage too. They did it really well, because a 3-man Baron, that could have gone all sideways if Bullhead was hitting his paddle stars and his other abilities. So I gotta give credit to Doggo and Liang on how they did that.
And the most damage actually coming out from the Lily, coming out from Husha. He is just not to be trifled with. He is a solid AP carry right now. He has the Demonic Embrace on top of, I believe, his Leandries. So he is going to burn so much health off of these characters. And it's one of the cheeky things that I really love when I get my time on Lilia, is that if you get these stacking burning items on the character, not to mention just the sort of little burn that comes out from her abilities to stick that sleep presence on them longer, you can end up taking out a solid amount of health. And it just is not what we're usually used to with like any sort of burst or consistent damage coming out. You're going to get hit. It's not going to hit that hard, but it is going to get rid of what we may see thousands of health on your team if she can get a good Swirl Seed or a good Q off in the middle of the fight here. So
considering the scoreline, Beyond Gaming still maintains a 7K gold lead. They don't even have Drakes, but yet the gold has not even. You would think, oh, they have 4 Drakes. It's gonna come down to, I think, Galatasaray. They need the what's that Drake again? The last one. I'm psyched.
They need the Eternal Drake. They're going to need the Eternal Drake to actually bridge this over. The big thing to really point out here is maybe a bit of 40 CS lead in the favor of. Oh yeah, so I think if we look at the CS differences, especially in the mid lane and bot lane, but also just the turret differences. They've gotten all 6 turrets in the outside. That big gold difference, the big gold add that we mentioned earlier onto the tier 2s. And all Galatasaray have been able to really get have been top lane and bot lane turrets. So there's a lot of standing gold still on the map for Galatasaray. If they can get a win, if they can stuff out this Baron power play and prevent it from getting too much further ahead here, they're in the danger zone. It is a 7,000 to 8,000 gold lead for Beyond Gaming. It's still very close. It still feels like it can actually get pretty close here. Galatasaray's team fighting has been pretty commendable, and it just comes down to like a catch onto one or the other.
Yeah, but I think that the members are getting too tanky. We got a stopwatch on Yang, a stop Zonia's on Usha, shield, the shield breaker, the shield bow proc, and then the guard, the GA. We got another Zonya's on Leona. So who are you killing?
Yeah. There's no easy ability to pick a single character and blow them up here. Even the Hourglass, which was very popular in the LPL, we're seeing there on Kino, which you could have mixed reviews about it, but I really like the idea of allowing Leona to get a second round of spells out here. Not even really worrying about getting a mythic, just she's going to go in, she's going to have some of her innate tankiness with the Aftershock, with the Eclipse, and be able to just lock up 1 or 2 characters on the enemy team on Galatasaray, and then just go golden, and now she's untouchable. There's no turning on her. There's no stopping her from being able to come back up, maybe get another proc of the Aftershock, but definitely have another round of at least her Zenith Blade and her Q-Stun. So very, very clever innovation there from the LPL. Really, I really like it. I really just think it's innovative. I think it gives a lot more playmaking. And it's really going to decide. It could end up helping decide here. Oh, huge. Balulu with these Paddle Stars is clawing Galatasaray back into contention for these fights, for these games here. It just puts so much of a back foot onto Beyond Gaming. And they haven't gotten a Drake all match. Swarovski can hit Mojito. He's going to burn down just a little bit. Playing screen here. And Galatasaray need to find their way around here. The Eternal Drake's going to get started here by Beyond Gaming here. Ward's going to come out here. Sleep's going to go on to Moan here. Soul unbound here. Mojito is in here, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Oh, and it's stolen by Balulu. He gets it. That is insane here. Just jungler for the Eternal Drake here. But now Galatasaray, they need to make their move over to the Baron. They need to fight for this. They need to actually try to secure the Baron here. Mojito's on a 40-second death timer here. And Baron's up at 15 here. He's going to be able to hop, skip, and jump his way across once it's up and once he's back alive and available. But this is still not one here for Galatasaray here. It is still a good 7,000 gold lead for Beyond Gaming here, and they've got the health. They've got sort of the advantage here, and they're going to start up this Baron here. Doggo is starting it himself, so it's going to be 3 on the Baron here, and 2 trying to play flank for Liang here, but Kino playing screen. And Galatasaray here coming in.
And they have no idea.
Oh, the Solar Flare is going to miss here. Alive's going to back up here, but Alive trying to run here, but there comes Liang here for the flank here over the wall, and I think this is going to be curtains for Galatasaray here. Zergsig trying to delay here, trying to get the stun out. I don't think he's going to be able to get the execute there onto Kino.
Yeah.
Gonna hold out here, so that's gonna be Crazy and Balulu just live. They're gonna get the catch on here, and Crazy's gonna go for it. He's gonna get the stun off here, and that's gonna be an execute here. But Moan able to jump back here, and he's got the Guardian Angel. He's not actually dead yet. Doggo dead as well here. Mojito has returned, and Balulu with the pick. Eternal Drake still on 2 of these players here. Mojito gonna go on in here. Oh, stun's gonna try to come out here from Crazy. The Bubble's going to be able to catch on to Hushy. He's going to get executed here. Balulu hard carrying this fight here with these Paddle Stars here, but it's going to be Liang available. Can they get another stun on? And they're going to get that. The Floss to it's going to catch on to him, and the execute's going to come down. He's going to go golden, and he's going to get executed again here. The Guardian Angel coming out here as well. The Bubble is going to just secure it, and oh my gosh, Balulu 7-1-3 here, just popping off in this just scrappy fight from the Baron through the jungle all the way around. And Crazy with that last engage here to really secure it up. They use that Eternal Drake, and now time to start getting some of that gold off the map here. They gotta be able to get this mid lane turret here, and maybe more here. The timers though, the death timers, they've wound down here. I don't know if they'll be able to get this last turret here, and they're gonna need to get back if they want to get back on the field here. The Eternal Drake's going to time out. There's not much else left here. All right, so here we go here. So Baron secured by Beyond Gaming here, but that's not too many stats in the terms of the fight here. Blue flashing away from that Vanguard's edge there from Liang here. Zergstig just baiting them out here. This is where it looks a little lost because it's just Balulu. Mojito has arrived as well here, but this is going to be catch on here. Doggo going to go golden, and the execute's going to go down. But this is where Doggo is just going to get isolated. That's a huge part of your damage here. So now 3v3 here, 4v3, and Balulu with this Paddle Star pick over, blowing up Moan, just sort of really puts this into a state of craziness. Mojito in and out of the fight here. Is going to get chased over the wall here. Liang gets the kill, but then Balulu and this execute from the Eternal Drake just gets so much done for them. And
so much.
The stun stacking and the use of these Paddle Stars and these Trouble Bubbles just really one after the other. It almost ends up being in Galatasaray's favor for Beyond Gaming to have all these stopwatches, to have all these Guardian Angels. Like if we can just get you, temporarily dead, we can just have the CC available. The paddles, the Sleepy Trouble Bubble little zone, they're just sitting there waiting to accept you into the loving arms of Balulu.
Well, I will say the 6th man was the Elder. The Elder Drake really really came in clutch with the executes.
It's really nice when you get the Elder Drake off bench and into your game here on your side. So Galatasaray still holding on here. It's now just to a 5,000 gold lead, and we're getting late enough into this game here to where item builds are finished here. Doggo has all of his items. He's not going to get any more powerful here. The Lucian alive still has a full item slot available. Darkseal on Balulu. You need to bring that over to a Magi's, my friend. You've got the full 10 stacks. You can play some finishing moves here, my friend. So the gold lead doesn't really play out. It's not really going to play too much of an effect here. Now it's going to be a matter of positioning, map control, and just who has the better late game team fight. And it does feel like, I'm still with you, Wuuren, that Beyond Gaming have the better late game damage, the better late game team fight, but they have to be able to dodge Balulu here. If he's going to get more of these hits, more of these picks, it's with these paddle swords, it's going to really prevent them from ever truly stuffing and engaging onto, contesting. Because the next major objective, it's between the Elder Drake and the Baron. They're about a 50-second difference between them. So if you get one, you're going to get the other, and that could really secure this game here for Galatasaray or even for Beyond Gaming here.
Yeah, I think what's gonna happen is we're at the point where this is gonna whoever gets to wins the 5v fight is gonna win the game, and they might not even need either objective. So right now it's important of how they set up vision, and see where they can. That's an early TP. I guess they really want to get to Prio here. So
yep, Beyond Gaming.
It's gonna come down to a fight.
Yeah, Beyond Gaming moving in here, trying to make sure this Eldrick is not taken again, because that is going to be the big win position there. Moan posturing for it, but this is going to be real stuff here, and these swirl seeds are going to be a good job of sort of fading them. Mojito getting a little bit of poke damage here on Kino. Blascon going to put them over, but this kind of puts Hush into a wrong spot here. Kino kind of baiting his jungler, and now this is going to be a very scary position here. Husha gonna have to go off into his jungle, and this feels familiar. Husha having to use a smite here, get some damage on, use that smite to heal up here. But Doggo's gonna 1v1 the Drake right now, and they could see this. There is vision on this for Galatasaray. Moan on the backside here, looking for the flanker, but I think Mojito has spotted him. Huge damage from Balulu. The poke coming out from this. This Zoe is gonna really do it. Alive, hit with a swirl seed here. He's gonna get chunked down here, and there's a sleep. Oh, and he's going to ult away here, so Moan going to be able to get away from this, but that is an ultimate out here. That is a big ultimate that would help secure a multi-stunt if he could grab multiple units, so big engage here.
They were basically trying to give time, because now Husha has his second smite, has the other smite available, so they were buying time for Husha's smite, but that cost them Young's ult.
Yeah, and that's not going to be up in time for this. The Baron is in the bush here. Oh, there we go. Elder Drake caught in the bush here. Kino trying to get hit vision, trying to just walk us forward. Oh, it's down to 6,000 here. Mojito getting pretty low himself here. Balulu needs to connect with these paddle stars if they want to get it. The sleep's going to go down onto Moan. He's going to have to soul unbound and rebound, and it's going to be secured there by Alive here. Now the fight is on here. Hush is going to go golden, but I don't think he's going to have much else to do here. He's going to get blown up here. No sleep from him, and now Gauss is right here on the run here, trying to catch onto Beyond Gaming. Mojito's just going to go in here. Liang trying to actually get this counter off. This Flawless Duet's going to catch some, but he's going to get blown up here. Now for second try. He's going to be able to get anything done here. No, he's going to get blown up here. Alive, coming alive. No pun intended here on this Lucian here. 4, 5, and 6 here. Now the race is on. Now the push is forward here. 2 down inside of Beyond Gaming. They have to pull out something here. Moan's ult is available. Yeah, huge dash timers here. Liang going to be gone for another 45 seconds. This is enough time here. Galatasaray bringing this back after losing their control that they had in the early game here. Mojito on this Talon, a menace. But now here comes the final fight here. 3v5. Doggo trying to get that damage out here. Mojito, he wants him. He wants the dog. But now the exchange out the other side. Moan goes in here, but he's going to go golden here. And now the execute's going to go on to Doggo here. He's got a range. He's got a proc as well. All this gold. All this almost dead, but not dead. Doesn't matter. We're going to blow you up. Elder Drake done. Wow. Nexus down. And Galatasaray take the first game of this best of 5 series.
And it really came down to Husha getting hit out and having the back way. Hopefully they correct the next issue, because I think if they don't get Elder both of those rounds, this game's over. This game would have been over. So, credit to Galatasaray just using the poke of Zoe to really zone them out.
Definitely. We'll see you back here for the second game after a quick break.